We all know Florida will play a pivotal role in the next year's presidential election, and the candidates, they of course know that too. That's why they are spending so much time here courting your vote. But as our Phil Buck reports, there's one particular group of Florida voters that can make or break an election for these candidates.
Right, Carolina, and go back to what you just read there about that latest poll. A little hint for the candidates on that group. You might want to start brushing up on your Espanol, okay? Because when it comes to presidential elections, Florida might be the wild card in the deck. Our 29 electoral votes can make the difference between moving into the White House and being out of a job. And if you want to win Florida, you have to win over Hispanic voters.
There's no mindset out there that's Hispanic when it comes to voting.
Patrick Mantega is editor and publisher of La Gaceta in Ybor City, the same newspaper his grandfather founded as a Cuban immigrant in 1922.
When people talk about the Hispanic vote, they need to unravel it and understand there is really no Hispanic vote. There's a lot of votes out there from people who we identify as Hispanic. And most of them, just like the rest of America, a lot of them are completely disengaged from politics.
You see, those of Cuban descent generally vote differently from those of Puerto Rican descent, who generally vote differently from those of Venezuelan descent, who generally vote differently from those of Mexican descent. You get the picture.
We are scared of socialism. That's going to be a big point when it comes to electing the new president of the United States.
That's Norma Reno, president of Casa Venezuela Tampa Bay. And she has a drastically different perspective than, say, many of the Puerto Ricans who moved to Florida after Hurricane Maria.
They're a big force to be reckoned with, and that's why we're so actively, aggressively trying to get the Puerto Rican vote out to vote in the next election and become active as soon as possible.
Now that in particular is one group of voters that a lot of people are keeping a close eye on, those Puerto Ricans who came and stayed after Maria. Now they could have a pivotal impact on next year's election. I'll be taking a closer look at that particular data point coming up at 6 o'clock.